All right. I kept saying LinkedIn, and some of you might not know what LinkedIn is. And like what my student told me yesterday, she said that LinkedIn is just for people who want to look for a job in the foreign companies or international companies. So most people who are not working or has no intention to work for international companies, they should or they have no need to get on LinkedIn. I think it's not the right way to think. LinkedIn is for anybody and everybody who's interested in taking their professional life more seriously by looking for new opportunities to grow their careers and to connect with other professionals. That's all there is, to connect with other professionals, okay? And better yet, to connect with other professionals in the world. So, the reason why I pause is that after reading this message, I'm kind of sad. For some of you who doesn't consider the necessity to get on LinkedIn, it's just because you're not looking for a job. It's not the job searching website. It's a way for you to connect with the world so you can grow. And other people might think that, just like my student, she told me that she has no need because she's not looking for a job. I think it's a form of laziness, wouldn't you say? In my class, I usually encourage my student to grow, to thrive, to succeed. And that is the whole reason I put together this class. I want you to get better. I want you to be competitive globally. That's the whole purpose of my class. And I want those of you who are watching right now to share the same value. It's not just to land on the dream job that you set your goal to, your target to, but it's also what happens after you get that job. Okay, so you always have to have that mindset that you have to be competitive. You have to grow as a professional. And LinkedIn is just one channel that you can get on to really show other people how good you are. So, I can't really stress any further, but just get a account right now. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right. So, we're only going to work on two things on LinkedIn today, okay? One is to build on your headline, okay? So that's your profile headline. And the second thing is to build on your summary. So to talk about how you are, as a professional, tell a story about how good you are. But first, we really have to know what this is. So why use LinkedIn? In other classes, I'm not sure, like maybe other teachers might show students, and I know a lot of students nowadays, they just want answers, but they don't want to understand why. But for my classes, I really want you to understand the concept. And so when you fully agree with me, then you would be more willing to put effort into what you do. So that's what I believe in. So I always have to start with the reason. So why LinkedIn? Because there are 500 million active users on LinkedIn, professionals, okay? Not just, like Instagram or Facebook, but professional users or users who are professionals. And career management tool. So you can manage your career on LinkedIn. And nowadays, there are a lot of companies, especially in Western countries, they use LinkedIn to find talents. So you have to constantly update your LinkedIn profiles and summaries so people would know what kind of a current project that you're working on and if your skill is progressing along the way. So it's a career managing tool. And number 3, find, approach, and connect with professionals you already know. Okay, so that's the first step. Excuse me. Most of the people who start LinkedIn with zero connection, there's no contact, because that, when you first start, the system is trying to find what kind of network you are already in. So you have to start with the people who you already know, okay? And then the next step is that you can find, approach, and connect with people you would like to know. So let's say if you really admire a leader in a different company, all right? So you can follow the person, see what the person is up to professionally, and then if you really want to connect, you can also send them a message and tell them that you really admire their work and you wish to connect. And just like Facebook, professional relationship you can build through LinkedIn. And number 5, find, approach, and connect with professionals you should know. So the system will have a default search. So it will search through your college. So maybe people who graduated from the same college as you are, then you can try to get into a network with those people. But if you want to get to know people who work in the same industry, you have to change the setting and then to do a more advanced search so they can match you better with the people that you should know. So you get to decide what kind of network that you want to build on. But first, you have to build on the people that you already know. And then with that foundation, you can keep growing your connections. So people say that you should, if you want to have a very effective network on LinkedIn, you should have 500 plus connections on your LinkedIn. And it's very difficult because that, especially in Asia, that when we work, a lot of people nowadays, they don't really know how to use LinkedIn yet. But I'm telling you right now that LinkedIn is the next big thing for professionals, and I really urge you to just start right now. And I will be here to work with you to build your LinkedIn profile. The second reason is that, job hunting. Job hunting is not the primary purpose I want you to build your LinkedIn account. Okay, I mean, it's a very useful function for LinkedIn because a lot of people, they find jobs or recruit talents through LinkedIn. But I just want you to build a very strong profile so you look really good on or in public. But job hunting is also a very useful function. So focus on where you've been, focus on where you're going, so you can focus on your previous work experience. It's just like a resume, and you can also focus on your target. Okay, what will you be 5 years from now? You can also share that thought on LinkedIn as well. So it's like a resume and a cover letter all together. But we have to write it differently. Because resume and cover letter, they are formatted in a very, very concise way. So you cannot really tell a lot of information. But for LinkedIn, you can tell a story with a more interactive, more interesting way. Okay, and I'll show you how just in a little bit. And you can customize your URL. So that means that on your resume, sometimes we want to show information. Do you have your personal website? A lot of global companies, they ask if you don't have to, but they ask if you have a personal website. Do you have a personal website? Probably not. But when you have LinkedIn, they will issue you a default URL. And you can change the name, okay? So you can change the name as like a linkedin.com/ and my name is Ross Chan, so /Ross Chan. So this looks like a personal website. So it looks professional. So customize your own URL so it looks very professional. And you can provide the link of your LinkedIn page to your resume so they can find you on the internet as well. And number 4, get into details for your professional lives. So you get to talk more Cover letter is only one page. Resume is only one page. But LinkedIn provides you more space to share about your details of professional life. So that's better because people who's really, really interested to get to know you, they want to know more things about you. They can get onto your LinkedIn to find out more. And now we have a problem. Some people say, well, I just don't have nothing to share. You have to start thinking about that mindset change. You have nothing to share. That means that you have not accomplished anything. That means that you don't like your job. So that means that there probably won't be any career growth. You see where I'm going with this? So it's that mindset that you need to change because it's toxic. Okay? Find out details. If there's nothing to really talk about, you have to start building on things that you can talk about, things that you really are passionate about. All right. So anyway, I will start preaching about that. But I can't really help. I really care about your career, so I want you to really build attractive, attention-grabbing profiles and careers, okay? So it's not just the profile that I care about. It's also the overall growth, overall achievements. Number 5, create your in-depth professional brand, okay? So because you get to talk about details, so you can create your brand, what kind of person you are, okay? What kind of skills you have, okay? And, what kind of achievement you have gotten in the past. You can all put into LinkedIn so people can see. If without this platform, there's just no way. Maybe you can go to an event, talk to maybe 20 people, okay, to talk about your achievements. But those 20 people may not be the person who are interested about your achievement. And that's not how we socialize, in events, because people like to talk about themselves, and so do you. So you go out there, talk about yourself, and people don't really listen. They don't remember. But for those of people who really want to meet you, want to get to know you, they will take the effort to get onto your LinkedIn website, and those are the people that you're trying to attract, okay? So unless you have something already built on LinkedIn, otherwise there's really nothing for you to build your brand, okay? So it's really important that you have a platform ready.